Hey, guys. Hope everybody is doing okay this evening. Yeah, there's Ezra. Hey, man. How are you? Yep, it's been a while, but hopefully you'll start getting in the swing of things here and get some live streams going again. Uh, Johnson may pop in here shortly. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's Johnson has had a storm come through, dumped a bunch of rain. So he's having to take care of some things. But he said he may pop in here shortly, so hope everything goes good for him. Just want to, yeah, everybody's had a lot of rain here lately. We had some one day this week, I don't remember, down here in Georgia. I know, I think it was last week or week before. Seemed like it was never going to stop raining. But I just kind of want to give a quick update. Uh, last month and a half has been crazy for me. I have developed an AFib, and I've got a clot on my lungs, on my right lung. But through medication, I hope this thing is getting took care of. And that's one thing that's when it hits you, you better listen to your body because it's not good. But we're on the up and up. I'm feeling good. Of course, Ezra, I don't know about looking good, but I am staying positive, and hey, things will work out. So we got a few things uh, lined up for tonight. Me and Johnson got to talking one day this past week. We kind of want to do some treasure jars, and what that is I'll go ahead and show you this. I had to put my marbles in here so I can keep up with my marbles. But we'll talk about that a little later. Just ideas you can do. Make a treasure jar, go hide it and let some other metal detectorist or somebody find it. There you go, Ezra. Uh, I don't know. Jonathan has done several. and uh, hid. I think it was three of them. He hid three of them, and father and son found all three of them. So that was. I thought that was pretty cool. And like I said, we'll talk about it a little later. Hopefully, Johnson will come in and we'll do this one together. But yeah, if your body's talking to you, pay attention to it. Luckily, I was smart enough to listen to what was going on and acted on it. With my family history of my mom died of a stroke and my daddy died of a massive heart attack, so it kind of worried me there for a little bit. I was hospitalized for 3 days, spent 2 nights in the hospital, and hey, we have a
Hey,
we have a participant tonight.
who feels like Noah in the Ark?
uh,
I can't. Every 5 years, 6 years, we get a really torrential downpour like we did with hail. Um, just a lot of rain in a short amount of time, and I think the water table is just it's. I don't know. So this is where my office is, but that way, on the other side of the room, that's where the water was kind of seeping in. So
yeah, is
anyway,
it coming in through your garage door?
it so we have our house and a mudroom and then the garage. And I
Uh
think it's
huh.
coming from under the mudroom. I think the water, I assume the water table is just kind of creeping up and there's a seam where the two meet, or maybe there's a crack because it's a
Yeah.
finished, the walls are finished, which I'm not crazy about finished basements anyway, because you can't see what's there. Um, yeah, so it doesn't happen often, thank the good Lord. But when it happens, it happens.
It's time to get at it, huh?
That's all right. Hey, Ezra.
I
Wow.
understand. Yeah,
Hope,
Ezra's joined
hope
us
you
tonight.
hope you're doing well. See you in chat here. So what have you what time is it?
Just
Oh,
kind of
wait, I'm not that
updating.
late. I'm fashionably late.
No, you're not. I'm just updating my health issues,
Oh, okay.
which I'm on the up and up. I'm feeling good.
Belinda kind of
So,
smacked you into shape, huh?
yeah.
Good. Good, good, good. I took off the Red Sox shirt because it got kind of wet as I was, doing the water thing. So I put the NASA
Well,
shirt on. You're okay with
there
NASA,
you
right?
go. There you go. There you go.
Oh goodness. Not only that, but I was
But
clicking that link that you got me, and StreamYard was saying can't load the link. Like what?
oh no.
So a few hurdles, nothing major. It worked in the end. Well, it's been a
You're
while
here.
since we've streamed, so
Yeah.
StreamYard is
Yeah.
probably thinking, "Who is this guy, and what are you doing?"
Hey, do you hear an echo tonight?
No, no, you
All right.
got your
I
jelly
do.
beans in, huh?
I do.
That's what I
I
call them.
do. But I think that's going to work real well for our streams now.
Yeah, your audio is great.
Okay. And you don't hear no squelching
No, no.
because I've got this.
Well, say something.
I've got another camera.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
That's great.
well, I'm using my pad to stream, and then this one is my phone.
That works well.
So we don't have no squelching, don't have no audio mess ups, no
Yeah.
echoes. So yeah, I thought we'll give it a few minutes. We'll talk about what I've been doing this week. And Mr. Johnson has got me into stamp collecting. And,
Well, in fairness, you got yourself into stamp collecting
well, I got myself
when you
into
were a
it,
kid.
but yeah. Uh, I'm going through all my stamps that I've got, putting them in binders, and you can see some skip spaces. That's where stamps need to go.
Are those all airmail?
These are all airmail,
They look it, yeah.
and then a few more. Believe it or not, that Olympic stamp
Mm-hmm.
is an airmail stamp.
Interesting. There was another
And
odd airmail
there,
stamp. Wasn't there like a
yeah,
Hawaiian totem or something?
yeah, yeah. And then all these special delivery stamps, they're not in my book because they're like a CZC and then whatever the Scott number is.
Yeah.
So, what better place than put them with my airmails?
Yeah, they're all back of book stamps, so they're
Yeah.
might as well put them together. Separate but together, you know.
Mm-hmm.
A philatelist, that's right. Paul is a philatelist extraordinaire now.
There's your Hawaiian stamp.
Oh, I'm thinking of one. It's multicolored and it has
Okay.
it's yellow background. It has like a tiki or I don't know what the proper term is. I know you have one or you had one.
I've got one somewhere, I'm sure.
I think that's an airmail stamp too. It looks like it would just be a commemorative stamp, but it's an airmail. It's probably both.
Mm-hmm. So these are some of my oldest stamps. I just kind of put them all together because you're looking at what, Johnson? $2,000 to $3,000, $4,000. I mean, these are not these being used, but you take a mint stamp, an unused stamp, and some of these can be up into thousands of dollars.
Absolutely.
So I just kind of, so I can get, what I've got and what I can afford. I'm doing stamp collecting on a budget.
Well, if somebody's in stamp collecting as an investment, I would say do what you want with your money, but put it in the stock market. You collect stamps because you're interested in them and you get what you can afford. You put the set together that you want. If you're looking at, hey, I want to do this because I want my grandkids to have this and it's going to pay for their college, don't do it. Just put your money in the stock market or something. Land.
Yeah.
Stamps
they're tricky. In order to have that high dollar stamp, it's got to be perfectly centered, perfect color. I mean, it's got to be spot on.
Yep. No faults, no creases, no pulled perforations. Yeah, you're right.
And it's
but that's also the beauty of it because you can, I guess it kind of connects with the whole treasure jar thing. You're putting something aside for somebody who hopefully will appreciate it. And you don't have to spend a lot of money to make something really interesting,
Mm-hmm.
At least I think so.
And then it gets confusing. Like you take these two, this one, if I can get my finger to work, and this one, called the Whistler something. I can't remember.
Yeah, Whistler's mother.
But yeah. Well, those are two different Scott numbers.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a Mother's Day stamp, right?
Then you have this one. You've got three of the same picture. You have three different stamps.
Mm-hmm.
But,
so the imperforate one is obvious as to which one that is. But yeah, you can have a stamp that has 12 perforations, on each side. Then another year they may have said, no, let's decrease it to 11 perforations per side.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah. But that's also one of the fun and challenging things too.
It is. Of course, I cheat. I use Google Lens.
Nothing wrong with that.
But I mean, it's just the Prexies. I've got all of them, but 3.
You have more than I do, I think. We should compare. I don't have my album down here. We should compare, because that's when I talked about going to that stamp show, that's what I would have tried to fill in.
Uh-huh.
And they have, if I'm not mistaken, there are Prexies that came off a sheet, so perforations on all 4 sides, unless it's on an edge. Then they had coil stamps where, yeah, they had both coil stamps where the perforations are vertical, up and down,
Mm-hmm.
and they did it the other direction, and perforations are horizontal. Are you interested in that Prexy set, getting all of them, all the different varieties of them? Or yeah, yes. That's attainable too. They're not terribly expensive. They're a lot made, but then again, they're from what, the 30s, mid 30s, I think is when they were made.
I would like to have a mint set, a complete mint set, a complete used set where it's been canceled.
Yeah.
Which half of these are one or the other.
Mm.
Yeah, I got to going through my catalog. I'll show you right here. See all them check marks?
Yes, sir.
That's the way I can keep up with what I've got.
Nothing wrong with that. Just don't lose that catalog.
Yeah, this catalog's done lost its cover and back page.
That's okay. Put it in one of those clear sleeve protectors.
Yeah. And that's what I do. I'll get a stamp, slide it in the sleeve, then check it off in my catalog. And I know there are some that I will not pay for because there's, you take, say the very first stamp, a used stamp is $695 for a used one.
Right.
It's done been canceled.
Right.
Done been shipped wherever. A mint one is $4,500.
Mm-hmm. I can think of better things to spend thousands of dollars on if I had that much disposable income. Yeah. And some people they want to do it. But I think it's fair to say that people who have all those stamps either inherited them from somebody else, or you know what, they're wealthy and that's what they want to spend their money on. And okay, that's fine. You want to buy an expensive car, go for it. You want to buy a boat, go for it. You want to buy an expensive stamp, go for it. Free country, but I can think of better things to spend the money on.
And like I said, I'm doing this on a budget, and I will not be able to afford the first decade or 2 decades of stamps because they cost so much.
I think it's smart to start from 1900 on. There are some very expensive stamps in that set too, in that range too. Especially 1900 to let's say before World War I. There are some that are pricey, but for the most part, they're attainable.
Yeah. Right.
Hi, Deej.
Hey, Deej. Hope everything's going good, and you know what I'm talking about. But even in the Prexies, Woodrow, let's start with William Taft. Mint condition stamp is $12. Do I want to pay that?
Right.
Now you take Calvin Coolidge, the $5 stamp, the last one in that series. Mint condition, $125.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to hear, Deej. That is real good to hear. And that's 1938 stamp.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's your earliest stamp? And you collect primarily U.S. stamps.
Right. I've not got in. I just want to, get started with the American stamps.
Yeah.
Just
well, is it safe to say you want to focus your stamp set on U.S. stamps, but you like interesting stamps from other countries?
I love interesting stamps.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
that's the hook.
The Deej sent me some stamps of locomotives.
Yeah.
And I don't remember where it was from, but it wasn't American. It was overseas somewhere.
Yeah.
That's good, Deej. My earliest stamp is Scott number 63.
Okay. Civil War era?
Which was gifted to me. And I have a Washington 69. The 63 is a Benjamin Franklin, and the 69 is a Washington.
I know which one those are. Okay. I do know who sent those to you.
Blue one and a Washington's black and white. And then
so those those are Civil War era.
Yeah. 1861 to 62. And then I have 1867, 88, Orange, Washington. That's the oldest stamps I've got. And I wouldn't have had those if somebody hadn't sent them to me.
And there are some others like that Washington 3-cent. I think it's number 11. They're attainable because there are just so many made. 3 cents is what it costs to mail a letter, so they're not terribly expensive. Yeah, so you you pick and choose what makes sense for your collection. So absolutely.
National parks, I like the National Park series. But yeah, it can get confusing when you have one picture for 3 or 4 stamps, and then they're all different Scott numbers.
That's the challenge, huh?
Yep. I've got, I think, 3 I got to finish on my Civil War stamps. Appomattox, let me find them. And there are some ugly stamps out there. Me and Jonathan has discussed this once before. There's just some that, why?
Well, someday we'll do a stream of our top 10 ugliest US stamps.
Yeah.
Maybe our top 5 favorites, our top 5 worst designs.
I'm going to tell you, my top 5 is going to be the national parks. But
Not the Pepsi Cola stamp and the moon pie stamp. No.
all right, this turned into a Paul show.
Yeah, there are some stamps that are put out, and you think, how much did the Postal Service pay this person to design that stamp? And I don't know, but I'm going to guess that the Postal Service, after a while, just gets a whole bunch of stamps and says, nobody's buying these. What are we going to do with them? Shred them, burn them? What do they do with them? Just keep them until they're sold? Store them somewhere?
And then, I mean, there they are. I need the Battle of Shiloh, the Battle of Wilderness.
Yep. Sumter, Appomattox, Shiloh, and Wilderness. And what's the other one? There are 5?
Yeah, there's 5.
Gettysburg?
Seacoast gun. Seacoast gun.
Was there a Gettysburg in that?
Fort Sumter.
That was the first one.
And then you got Battle of Shiloh.
Yeah.
Blue and Gray at Gettysburg.
Gettysburg, that was the other one. Yeah.
And Battle of the Wilderness and Appomattox.
Yes, that's a nice theme set. Well, a set, but it wasn't a set that was printed all at once. It was over 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Right, to commemorate the centennial of each of those battles. So 1961, 62, 63, 64, 65, which was a nice way of doing it.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, thank you, Deej.
So what have you been doing with the treasure jar? Do you have anything raring to go?
I do. Put up.
Now, if you're talking, Paul, can't hear you.
Okay. Let me do this.
I'm glad you're pressing the buttons.
There we go.
All
Can you
right.
hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay. I went ahead and added my marbles. They wanted to roll away. But me and Johnson got to talking, and uh, he had done a couple of what do you do?
Three of them.
Treasure
Yep.
jars.
Yeah, when COVID hit, my daughter and I decided it'd be a fun thing to do.
And me and Johnson got talking this past week and thought, well, maybe this would be a good subject to talk about because all metal detectors find small stuff, and I mean, that they might not want to keep. Why not share it with somebody else to hide your jar and just add some stuff to it and kind of make it fun for other people to find.
Yeah, you're right. That thrill of discovering it matters more than the value, right? It's like a gift to somebody.
Mm-hmm. So we got to thinking, well, let's just share this with the group. And Ezra, we got plenty of them. But share it with the group and just throw some ideas out there and see what people think. But I've got a few things that I've put together, put in a jar. I will put one of my eagles in it. I found a smiley face refrigerator magnet. You know, just throw that in there. Found an old button, a plastic button. A lapel pin, flag, lapel pin.
That's a good idea.
I've got a cross that went to a necklace. Throw it in there. And I got going through some of my old coins, and got some Canadian coin pennies here. Thought I'd throw them in, and then I got some roached out wheat cents, wheat pennies. I got 4 of them. Then I've got a bunch of foreign coins. I've got a 2 francs from France. A pretty good looking coin. So let's throw that in there. Then I've got an Italian coin.
Careful with this nudity on there.
Uh-oh.
I don't think that
And I
one is fun.
thought I'd throw a $50 Kennedy in there.
There you go.
Then make it more fun. Hey, we got Buzz Lightyear. Oh, got a little loop on it. Thought I'd throw him in there. Then I got a little toy tractor. But do this. There we go. Where we at?
Oh, I'm here. There you go.
There we go. But yeah, I really thought that would be a neat little project y'all can do and take it and hide them. But me and Johnson got to talking about different ways of sealing them up. But this is a jar that we found, metal detected.
Hmm.
So, you know, if you find baby food jars, that's perfect for making a little treasure jar. And excuse me. Me and Jonathan got talking about different ways of waterproofing it around the lid. And let's see, the last ones you did, you used spray. I can't even think of the name of it now.
It's called Flex Seal.
Flex Seal.
It's a rubberized spray. It worked well. Kind of expensive, but it worked well. And I think next time, because I have 3 of them ready to go too. But I think what I'm going to do is I have a little crock pot and I have some paraffin wax. And I'm just going to, like a candle, dip it. Then when it dries, dip it again and dip it maybe a 3rd time. And that's probably all I'm going to do. I had thought maybe I'll take the lid off, spray it with Rust-Oleum, and then do the wax, 3-4 dips of wax and go from there. But the glass is going to last a long, long time. Glass doesn't really deteriorate.
All you want to do is protect that metal lid.
Yeah, right. You don't want water getting in there. Now, are you going to put a note in your jars?
Yes.
And what are you going to say in that note? Not exactly, but what kind of information are you going to put in there?
All right, when found, contact me at such and such gmail.com.
Yeah.
There will be no personal information on it.
Yeah, so when it was buried or deposited or whatever you're doing with it, and I don't know, a little story about why you did it. And yeah, to contact you.
Yep.
That's all you need.
Yep.
Yeah, my I was looking at 3 jars, right? I have 3 jars ready to go. I thought about doing another one, but yeah, you hit on it. Like, wheat scents just from corn roll hunting. Just put a small handful of those in there. Again, from corn roll hunting, I've got a bunch of these. If you can see it, the bison nickels in really nice shape. A bunch of those in there. Now these are war nickels and buffalo nickels that I found. Put those in there. My wife and I went to a thrift store, and I got a Monopoly set. And not that I put the Monopoly money in there, but you know, you've got the little. I got the little Monopoly pieces.
Yeah.
Dice.
As long as it fits through the mouth of that jar.
Yeah.
Put it in it. Seashells.
Yeah, this one has
anything.
Well, here, I'll open this one. We'll see what's in that
one. In one, did you not?
I did. Let me see if I can do this. I'll bring up the brightness a bit. All right, so yeah, it's an old Gerber baby food jar. I no idea, probably from when I was a kid.
Yours is a blue Gerber and mine's a red Gerber.
Yeah. So, I mean, a big shooter type of marble.
Yep.
Little beads.
Yep.
This is a beaten up large cent. Really beaten up.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. British large cent. British shilling. Oh, speaking of Monopoly pieces.
Yep.
The thimble, the hat, the boot. Every so often we get these little guardian angel things. You know, that token can go in there. There's a little lead soldier of some sort of orc or goblin or something. That can go in there. That was another Monopoly piece. It's the cowboy.
Yeah.
Little starfish charm. Yeah, die. A key. There's a buffalo. What is that? Belgian coin. Israeli coin. Japanese coin. Another British coin. 1939. Boy, is that that has a mint mark. I'm not going to put that in there. No, it doesn't. 1939 nickel. You know, a whole bunch of wheat cents. You know, just anyway, it's not about. Oh, this is a. That's an old Roman coin. There's a Canadian. 1956 Canadian cent. Anyway, yeah, you get the idea. You just put that in there. Got to fit it all back in there now. But hopefully somebody will find that. You know, well, okay, that's the other thing we should talk about. Once you make it, and I'll put a note in there as well, where do you put it?
Hide it in a stone wall. Bury it.
Yeah, so you can stone walls are great. Bury it in a local park, because I know detectorists would say, and I agree with them, that a park is never completely hunted out. I agree. You're not going to find everything. However, I think it's fair to say, if we're looking at probabilities, if you get good metal detectors, have been around since 2000 anyway, right? The year 2000. So for the last 25 years, people have been able to find metal detectors, been able to purchase metal detectors that will locate things that are maybe, I don't know, 6 inches underground. So chances are, if you're going to like a park, you're not going to find buffalo nickels. You're not going to find, you might find some wheat cents, but the silver is going to, it's, again, not to say you won't find anything, but you're probably going to find more modern coins there. So yeah, let's start repopulating these places with these little things.
Yeah.
So why not? Why not? Stone walls are great. Just have to be careful. When we did it the first time, you have to be careful with public property, because if it's an old structure in town, you can't move the stones. I mean, they'd have to catch you, I guess. And it's not like you're doing it for vandalism. It's not like you're, throwing old beer cans in there. But
Right.
strictly speaking, if it's a 200-year-old stone wall, whatever it is, if it's an old stone wall, you're really not supposed to be touching it. If it's a park, is it okay to detect there? And then there are some places have this foolish, I don't understand the rationale. They say you can metal detect there. That's fine. You just can't dig anything up and disturb the ground, but you can detect there to your heart's content. Well, what's the point? That's like saying, yeah, you can fish there. You can fish in the stream as much as you want, but you can't use a hook.
Yeah.
So yeah, but you do have to be aware of that. You have to play by the rules. And but I don't think most parks would be okay. So yeah, I think a metal detectorist would love to find something like these. Or are you doing just one treasure jar, Paul?
Yeah.
Or are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do one.
Okay. Because I thought with a 3, putting maybe little clues to say what, obviously decide beforehand where I'm putting them, and then put, one treasure jar is going to be in a park. Another treasure jar is going to be in a stone wall in this location. Another will be, wherever. I'd even thought it wouldn't be that much of a challenge, but not so much a treasure jar, but I have some foreign coins. I'd thought, in your area, do you have those little libraries? Those like little, I don't want to call them mailboxes, but they're little, they're on a post usually, and some people just volunteer to put books in there, and people can go and just, so instead of going to your local library.
I know what you're talking about. I call them little book nooks.
Okay. I'd thought of getting an envelope and just putting some foreign coins in there, and maybe writing on the envelope, for ideally for kids, but anybody I guess could take it. And just putting a little coin collecting kit in there, putting some flips in there and some foreign coins, and just saying, hey, good luck, do some research, try to figure out where these coins are from, what the denomination is. And I thought about doing that as well. But as far as the jars, you don't want to make it too easy, but it would be neat to put something somewhere where it's not found for decades. Right. The 3 that my daughter and I did, I think I told you this, somebody found all 3 of them. They were good because we put those hints in there and said they're in town, and he and his son found them. He, little guy, like a 6-year-old. And he said, he contacted we put our full name in there, which I wouldn't this time, but he found my daughter on Facebook. And he said, are you the ones who did he just messaged her, put the treasure jars in there. So my daughter started chatting with him. And he said, yeah, the first one we found, we were doing a geocache.
Yeah.
And we found the treasure jar. And so we used the clues and went to the parks. There are 2 parks in town. And he and his son metal detected and found the second one. And the third one, he asked for a little bit of a hint, if I remember correctly. And my daughter gave him the hint, and he found it. And he said, that was a tough one to find. So just kind of circling back to what I was getting at, it would be nice to have something that sits there. I'm glad he found these and did this little adventure with his son, and it was in the summer, and that's awesome. That's great. That's what I want. But it would be nice to have something hidden for like a couple of decades, almost like a little time capsule,
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Uh, but getting back to sealing your jars, Jonathan, what do you think about the way you're going to do it with wax? Before you do your first dip, take like wax dental floss,
Yeah.
make a couple of rounds right here at the bottom and leave a tag because it might be hard to break the seal. And then they can pull that string and it'll cut the wax
That's a good idea.
away from the seal.
That's a good idea.
Uh, you know, it'd have to be waxed so it wouldn't rot.
Or maybe on the threads, put some Teflon tape.
Yeah.
And then obviously put the cover back on. So the wax would be over the metal part and it would be there. So they have to kind of scrape it away. But once they kind of scrape it away, the Teflon tape would, it would prevent the water from creeping up into the threads and into the jar. But the Teflon tape should be easy to put away. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I just thought about that. And then I thought I had some Flex Seal tape, but I don't. And I was going to cut a circle big enough to kind of overhang and then cut a little strip to, pretty much seal to the glass and to the lid.
My wife for Father's... Oh, sorry. Go on.
That's just another idea I had.
That's a good idea. My wife, coincidentally, got me something called alien tape. Have you heard of that?
Yep.
Have you heard? I've never heard of it.
Double-sided?
No, I think it's single-sided.
One we got's double-sided.
Okay, double-sided would be messy.
But it's got a you have to peel off the one side. One side sticks when it rolls up.
Yeah.
It sticks to the film, and then you got to pull that film off to be double-sided.
You wait there. I'm getting the box. I got to see this because I just put it aside.
But yeah, guys, that'd be a pretty fun project to do. And, don't put no personal information in it, and just tell them to contact you when they find the little jar. Me and Jonathan kind of went at it pretty good about how we could seal it, but yeah, you can use anything that you want to put in the jars to for treasure.
All right. She said she got it on Amazon. And she saw it and thought it looked interesting. All right. It's called Alien Shield.
Okay. I don't think I've heard of that.
Seals rips, cracks, stops leaks. 3 5-foot rolls. Cuts to any size. I don't think it's double-sided because it's, the idea, well, that's the French side.
Yeah. But the alien tape that we got, I think it is called alien tape.
Yeah.
And we've used it, the story background we use for Christmas.
Okay.
We stuck it to the wall. And it's almost like what's them hooks that everybody uses. It's got tape, sticks it on the wall. I can't think of the name of it. And then when you want to take that hook down, all you got to do is pull the tab, and it stretches that sticky.
Oh, yeah. The
on
command strips.
Yeah, command strips. Well, that alien tape is just like it. All you got to do is, once you get whatever that backdrop being cloth, we just unstuck it from the tape, and you pull it, and it comes off just like them command strips.
Yeah, it's a. I don't know. All right, so it's a fairly thick tape.
Yeah.
But that side is not sticky. So I don't. Will this work? I don't know. Maybe. Hey, one way to find out, right?
Yep.
Do a little experiment with it.
Yeah. Put some of that on it. Dig you a hole in your backyard where you know you got it. Where you remember where you put it. And let it stay out there a couple of weeks. Rain and whatever.
Right.
Then dig it up and see.
Put it in the bathtub. Put it in a bucket of water. See what happens.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe I'll give that a go. Because, yeah, if that would work, if, like you said, cut a circle, stick it on, get another piece,
Yep.
Stick it on the side, and have it stick to the glass, the side. Yeah. Now, would it last 10 years? I don't know.
Or use hot glue gun.
How long lasting is hot melt glue?
I don't know. I've got some stuff I've used this on. It's been there a while.
Yeah. Been outside?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And it depends on the quality of your glue.
Right. Yeah. Maybe exterior caulk on the bottom?
Yeah, exterior caulk. I think, I know Gorilla Glue makes hot glue sticks.
But you're right. It has to be kind of reversible. So whoever finds it doesn't have to smash the jar. That wouldn't be a good thing. I guess that's why I thought wax would be good, because wax, I mean, you could even dig it away with your fingernails if you had to. It's not going to.
Yep.
Maybe even put a little note, saying coated with wax, so that they know what it is. But yeah. So a fun idea.
Yep. Hopefully we can get back to streaming more regular.
Well, Paul, I've said this before. People, they want to see you, not me. So I hope you do stream.
No, they want to see you too. We're a team.
Well, that's kind of you, but this is like I said, this is from a Monopoly set. I don't know. Okay, when I always play Monopoly, you had the dice.
Uh-huh.
That was a red one. It has the Monopoly Man on it.
I ain't ever seen that.
Looks like a bus or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do with that. And a green one.
Oh, Monopoly games you get.
It can't look like a regular Monopoly. It was a $3 Monopoly game. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
I said, all right, $3 is worth it for the pieces that I can put in there.
And then there's so many different Monopoly games as far as you have your regular Monopoly. Then you say you got a Dale Earnhardt Monopoly.
Oh yeah.
You might get a Rivendell Monopoly or AWR Monopoly or
Yep.
and all of them are gonna have different pieces in them too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that'd be kind of neat too,
Yeah,
if they're the right price.
yeah. So, but like I said, maybe we can get back to streaming. Get back in the loop of things now that I'm feeling better.
Well, you have a couple of mints left to discuss. You entered with
Yep.
San Francisco.
We're done. We did San Francisco. We got to do Carson City and West Point. In fact, I'm done. I've already been searching on Carson City.
Did you do Charlotte and Dahlonega?
Dahlonega?
No, Dahlonega?
Dahlonega? Yes, we did do Charlotte. We done Philadelphia, Charlotte, Dahlonega, New Orleans, San Francisco.
Yeah.
So we got Carson City and West Point to finish up.
So you did them in order of when they were established.
Not on purpose. That's just the way it went.
Well, that's an easy way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no rush, but because as we've mentioned before, most people watch these after the fact, not live. So, yeah, that sounds good, Paul.
Viewing right now, but yeah, like I said, if you want to watch me, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. And I know it's Friday night, people out doing things and going out to eat, and I'm cool with that. I just want to get on here and chat with people and have a good time.
Yeah. Good night, Deej. I think we're going to be heading out
Good night,
too.
Deej. Us too. I gotta go find me something to eat. I'm batching it tonight.
Oh.
So,
what are you thinking of making?
Yeah.
Or you're ordering out?
I've got chicken in the oven.
Okay.
I made some potato salad earlier today. Treasure Tom, welcome.
Hi, Tom.
We both are. I'm
Breakfast.
a newbie at it though. So, but yeah, we'll get back in the swing of things and start streaming a little more. I hope everybody has a good weekend. Be safe, stay cool, and it's supposed to get hot here next week.
Yeah.
Treasure Time, I just collect American stamps right now. And we'll see y'all next time.
Sounds good.
Bye, guys.
See you later. Thanks for tuning in.